Okay, this PowerPoint's already up there, so y'all been finding the recordings okay? How you been doing them? Put them all in the same file and everything? Okay. They're awesome, aren't they? Working good through YouTube, though?
Yes, yes.
Much better than WordPress. Oh my God, better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I had issues with WordPress.
And you can always search by the class number, like CIT2553, because I always put a tag in there for them. Now, some of them are not searchable, so you have to use the links I provide. Because there's some material that we really don't need the entire world to be able to search for. They're up there, but the links just aren't. You'll never find it on the internet without the link. So there's a few of them I've already done that way. I don't remember which lab it was, but somebody did. I think it was Ncase. When I talked about installing the Ncase keys, can you imagine the entire world just downloading our keys and using them, and then that would kind of suck. So, all right. But there's a couple of them the links I give you work, you just can't search for them. Okay, steganography and digital watermarking. You see that by slides here? You see something in the background? It's kind of like a watermark, okay? All right, we're going to talk about them. We're going to give you some examples, and I'm going to walk through a whole bunch of software for you as well. Okay. Steganography. Stego is hidden or covered in graphene to write. Okay. A lot of people think it's cryptography. It's not necessarily cryptography, but cryptography scrambles where steganography really just conceals it or hides it. Okay, ancient science, these dudes here, they would grow hair over tattoos. That's one way of hiding. Tattoo on someone's head, grow some hair like most of you have, and then there you go, you can't see it. They did all kinds of stuff. They tried to use wax balls and make them swallow stuff. They used to have stuff they'd wrap around poles. There were just all kinds of stuff they did to hide stuff. Okay? Medieval science, it says this guy here, a German leading scholar and counselor, was found a means of delivering messages within 24 hours that required no letters, no books, no messages. Okay? He used every other letter of every word. Has anyone seen the TV show Prison Break? Someone had to watch that show.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it.
Okay. Remember we had all the tattoos on him? But remember he would send notes to his brother, and if you read the right-hand column, there was a message from his son. I don't know if y'all remember. That's kind of what we're talking about there. It's a message that's hidden in plain sight. Okay? Okay. They banned books. They banned all kinds of stuff. Okay? How about here? Look at the E's. They're different. The N's are different. The O's are different. So you read a certain font, and that would be a message. And it says, one of Francis Bacon's own examples, it says, the plain text flee is concealed under the cover text of stay until I come and get you. So really the message is coming until I get you, but it really meant flee. So just because of the way he did the font, I would never notice that, especially with handwriting nowadays. You'd never be able to read it even.
Wait,
Okay.
was that in a different one?
It was in, I think, German, was it? Or Italian or something, but I don't know. But you see the different fonts, like look at the N's and then the E's are different. Okay. Modern science, okay. In World War II, they banned chess games, knitting instructions, blank paper. How do you ban blank paper? X's and O's, microdots, invisible ink, crossword puzzle, classified ads, stamp, list of grades. Because they thought everything had something embedded in it. Okay. They started freaking out. Okay. The ultimate example, they took the what?
Who banned
The
it?
axis of
Oh, the Germans, World War II.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, World War II. Okay. The guy took the Nobel medal, whatever, Peace Prize medal, and melted it in what? Agro regia? Dissolved it, and then was able to extract it later on. That's how he got the gold out. Okay. They searched the lab but found nothing. They just found a solution that actually had the Nobel medals embedded in it. So it's kind of like nowadays they ship heroin in anything. What's the latest thing? They're taking clothes and getting wet with heroin-based stuff. Then they ship them. Then you take and get them wet again. The heroin comes out, and it's just amazing where they're putting stuff.
Precipitate. Yay.
So pretty crazy stuff. Okay. Computer science. We no longer need physical materials. Now we can all do it with computers. Okay. So hiding things in plain sight. Anyone ever heard of Easter eggs? Especially in computer software, there's a lot of them out there. Like Excel 97. I got hired to teach an advanced Excel class for the school. And I'm like, what do I know that they don't know? So I found the Easter egg in Excel 97 when you put a certain thing to a certain cell and turn it into a flight simulator. Does anyone remember that?
Yeah.
So that's what we did the very first day of class. I said, go to the cell, type this, then it turned into a 3D flight simulator. And the class was thrilled to death and went great from that point on. But the point is there's Easter eggs in a lot of things. Not everything. Okay? All right. Substitution says replace redundant information with covert data. That's one way. Injection, it says injects covert information in parts of overt files that are usually ignored. There's a lot of stuff. Remember we did the hex workshop exercise? Remember all those zeros at the end of Word documents? There's some spaces in there you can put stuff. I took one of my computer programming classes, and this really sharp guy that was a friend of mine in class with me, he wrote a program to basically zip up files. Okay? Easy enough. And he proved that you could zip up any file to be 1K. Any file. The problem was there was no way to unzip it. Because basically he had a sound logic of, you look for, replace every combination of this with this. Then you keep doing that over and over and over, there was just no way to undo it. So it was pretty worthless. But, he used sound logic for doing it, there was just no way of undoing it. Okay? Also, least significant bit. Anyone watch Superman 3? Richard Pryor stole half a penny from everybody? How many people is, I do all these stupid mystery shops for gas stations. You wouldn't believe the amount of change I found on the ground. Holy moly. Every day I'm finding pennies, nickels, dimes, quarter all over the gas station. People don't care. If y'all have extra change you don't want, just drop it by my office. Put it on my desk, I will take care of it for you.
Now, if I were to expect a higher grade because of
No.
that,
No.
okay.
Sorry, it doesn't happen.
I'm recording. How are you doing today?
But my point is, the least significant bit that people don't care about. So you can actually change things. You can actually embed 100 in there. Okay? There you go. Is it really going to... You know what RGB is? The colors we use?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
If you can change the color just by a hair, you can't even see the difference. But computers can pick it up. Okay? There's a hidden image. They embed this house into the flower. You can't see it. And I'm going to show you an example of this. But the point is, you as the naked eye can't see it, but a computer can. Okay? So it's just amazing what you can do. What?
They did that on CSI.
They did. And you can hide stuff in waves, you can hide stuff in MP3s, you can hide stuff anywhere. What about TCP headers? Hopefully most of you took intro to networks. Okay. There's like the urgent flag. How about the don't fragment flag? Stuff like that. Do we really need those flags in TCP? Not really. So you can always stuff stuff in there. So lots of stuff you could do. Assembly language instructions, you can do stuff in there as well. Now let's look at a couple of these. I'm going to go to this Snow app if it's still there. In theory it might work. Activate the platform, allow, always.
Imagine that.
Get the latest security updates later. Please work. Please work.
Error, thanks a lot.
How about this one? Well, I don't think I'm showing you that example. But I think there's another one here I can show you. Okay, well, let me show you this one instead. Okay? Let me show you spam mimic. This one's awesome. All right? You gotta watch this example. So I'm gonna encode something, okay? I'm gonna encode, hi, my name is Ken. Everybody see that? At least those of you on the front row can see it. So I'm gonna encode it. There you go. It creates spam. Dear friend, especially for you, this breathtaking news if you no longer wish to receive blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I'm going to copy this message, okay? I'm going to select it all, Control A. I'm going to copy it, okay? Now I'm going to do decode. Came back with my message, okay? To prove that it actually worked, I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to remove that space. Everybody see this space right there? Remove one space. Just by editing it at all, you no longer get it. Okay? Now I can go back in right there,
There's spaces everywhere.
put that one space there. I got my message. So you never know, that spam you're getting might be the winning lottery number. I don't know, it could be something.
I doubt it's the winning lottery
Okay.
number.
But there's lots of different ways of doing it. There's snow. I think it was snow. Yeah. It was snow, which I can't show you. Y'all know HTML, how spaces work? Okay, with HTML, when you make a website, if you put spaces, like say I type a word, you put one space between it. There's one space between it. But if I put 20 spaces between the word, guess what happens?
It's one space.
One space.
Yeah.
So you can actually use that to create websites that have tons of spaces that aren't viewable, but you can actually transmit data that way. So you can look at that snow example. We just can't try it on here. But lots of different ways of doing it. Okay.
If it was blocked here, will it be blocked at home?
No, it's just that our Java is not updated.
Oh,
And it's blocked, so we can't use it.
all right.
Okay. Stack analysis is the process of analyzing data for hidden content. Okay. We can erase it. We can decode it. We can detect it. Erasing is easy. Like one little change and you saw what happened. I removed one space and it killed everything. Okay? Erasing is easy. You change something that's usually gone. Detecting is the hardest part. Luckily, I'm giving you that job. Okay?
Wait, what?
Detecting. Okay. It's usually encrypted with some sort of password. Oh, I'm going to do that too. Okay, so detecting is the most important. Knowing the covert channel. Covert channel you talked about in Eileen's classes. It's ways of transferring stuff other than the way they normally go. Okay? All right, law enforcement. There's just all kinds of ways. Child pornography. People send this stuff all the time. And they get it there other than normal channels. Okay? Watermarking. This is not pornography. Okay? Bart Connors, you know, the Olympic gold medalist for way back when? I used to host his website. Intel Gymnast. This is why I have thousands of these pictures. But he would give this picture away for free. Does anyone know why? Because it's got a watermark across it. It says whatever, gymnast. If you want it without the watermark, you had to pay for it. It's kind of like the prom pictures you get now, or
It
the
says
proofs.
proof.
Exactly. It's enough where you can see it, but then if you want to pay for it, they remove the proof, and then it's a much better picture. Okay. So form of steganography. So steganography tries to conceal it. Watermarking, we don't want to conceal it. It's really for integrity. Okay. There's also Napster, stuff like that. Watermarking, the goal says does not impair the video. We want you to be able to see it. It's kind of like that copyright information you always see on stuff. I got a check in the mail the other day, and I made a copy. I copied it so I could have a copy of it. And it said watermark all over it. Just like your diploma. If you ever try to copy your diploma, it says copy all over it. That kind of stuff. And did you know, supposedly our copy machines will not copy a dollar bill normal size? Y'all should try that. It's supposed to be illegal to copy a dollar bill normal size. It has to be like 150% or 50%.
It automatically detects it and changes it?
Does anyone ever try that?
I will now.
I
We
will
need to
now.
try that. We
Are
need to
you
try that.
telling us to do something that's illegal?
Just see if it works. I don't know. It's not supposed to work. Okay. It says, cannot be removed. So if I give you this picture, how hard would it be to get rid of the word gymnast?
Easy.
No, that would suck. It's a lot of colors over stuff. But nowadays with Photoshop, it's probably easy. But usually it's hard to remove. We're going to embed a small information. We can repeat it, stuff like that. Okay. All right. So there's different characteristics like steganography. We want to put in as much as possible. Watermarking as small amount as possible. Ease of removal. Steganography is very difficult. No, ease of removal is difficult. They're both. No. Well, ease of detection is difficult. Ease of screwing it up is easy with steganography. But there's all kinds, they're really used for different things. Okay? Now, you can go to this website here, Stego Archive. There's tons of them. Every semester, people go here and like, ooh, I'm going to find a better piece of software. So we're not going there. But there's a lot of software there. It's just, you're not really going to find anything that works better. We tried to make this lab work differently with some different software. It's just not as reliable. And I kind of need something for you guys that works at least some of the time. So, not all the time, but some of the time.
Kind of, yeah.
All right, so there's lots of information there. Now I'm going to do a demonstration for you here in just a second. And these tools are teeny tiny, will fit on a floppy drive. Okay, this is from 2002. Lately, Al-Qaeda operatives have been sending hundreds of encrypted messages that have been hidden in files and digital photos stored on eBay. Do I have the picture on here? It's hard to tell. but this link is no longer valid. But this was a picture of a car from eBay. Down in the bottom corner, there's a little camera. Anytime you upload a picture to eBay now, it edits it. It puts a watermark on there. Actually, the watermark now is just a dot. But as I showed you, modifying it in any way, you can no longer get the data out. So by doing that, you can, if there was something embedded in that car, it can no longer be retrieved because now there's a watermark on it. So, kind of cool stuff. Okay, so authorities are also investigating information from detainees that suggests Al Qaeda members or possibly even Bin Laden, which is now dead, are hiding messages inside pornographic films. I thought if they watch porn, they have to kill themselves. So why don't we just give them porn? I don't know. Okay.
They probably do this and then go.
Then kill them.
Bombs.
Then become a bomber,
Become
you know,
a bomber.
whatever guy. Okay. Second, after you use when it's important to conceal the fact that communication is taking place, beware of programs that do it. Your antivirus might detect this as an issue. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of links here. If you want to look at them, they're all there. Okay. And there's more there. And now we're going to move. We're actually going to stop this recording. Then I'm going to make another recording of the demo.